Welcome, fight fans, to the LFA 187 preliminary fights on the LFA Fight Network on YouTube.
This work.
Welcome, fight fans, to the LFA 187 preliminary fights on the LFA Fight Network on YouTube. Tonight, we have 3 fights coming your way from Sao Paulo. There was the lineup, but we are going to kick things off with the ladies here in the straw weight division. 21-year-old Loni Silva looks to bounce back from her first professional defeat when she clashes with 10-fight vet Pamela Mara. There is the tale of the tape presented by OnlyFans. Ron Kruk joined cage side by Kyle Bajalio. Yeah, that's the stat that jumps off the page at 37. Mara, 16 years older. Both fighters stand a 5'4" and made the contracted weight. The 1-inch reach advantage goes to Mara. Here's our ring announcer tonight for LFA 187, Leo Lavate.
This fight is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the LFA strawweight division, and it's brought to you by OnlyFans. Ladies and gentlemen, let's start with the blue corner. This fighter is a striker. She stands 5 feet 4 inches tall and weighs in at 115 pounds with 6 wins, been 3 by KOs and 1 by submission, representing Pamela Mara team and Evolution MMA, fighting out of Bragança Paulista, São Paulo. Please welcome Pamela Mara! And standing across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. This fighter is a striker. She stands 5 feet 4 inches tall and weighs in at 116 pounds with 4 wins, been won by KO, representing Team Lucas Mineiro and Mascotti team, fighting out of Guarulhos, São Paulo. Please welcome Loni Silva. And the referee in charge of this bout is Fernando Portela.
Pamela Mara making her LFA debut, and there is the 2023 Fans' Choice Award winner for Female Fighter of the Year, Loni Silva, returning almost 6 months after suffering her first ever defeat in MMA, Kyle.
Yeah, very excited to be here again, Ron. I'm excited today. I think we're gonna have amazing fights as always on LFA, you know.
Absolutely.
And I'm very curious to see how Loni is going to behave herself, you know, after that defeat. You know, she was coming from 4 straight wins, you know, a lot of hype on her, know, some awards and everything. And now she's taking Pamela there is like 16 years older than her.
Right.
Let's see how she behaves in this fight.
A veteran fighter, Silva on the opposite side, only 21 years old. She passes the leg and beautiful cross from Mara. Silva said, listen, that fight that I lost made me come back even stronger. It made me think, evolve, and mature. I feel like I'm going to be my best version here at LFA 187 tonight.
Yeah, it's like sometimes, you know, a defeat is not really a defeat, you know. We learn a lot from it. We grow a lot from it, you know.
Right.
So I think you can see in her eyes, she's very focused and, she, you know, she wants the victory that much and show that she's a real prospect, you know.
Beautiful shots from Silva going to the body and then up top. Well, as we always say, Kyle, no one goes undefeated in this sport.
Yeah, exactly. I took my first loss in my second pro fight, you know, and it was in 2015. Oh man, I learned a lot after this. I changed everything, you know, my mindset, all my technique, everything, you know. So it was some of the best things that ever happened to me.
Absolutely. How long of a layoff did you have from that first defeat to your next fight?
almost, I think a little bit more than almost 1 year and a half.
Wow.
You know, I wasn't that calm fighting on striking, you know, standing. So I went to do some boxing matches, kickboxing matches, Muay Thai, you know, and then I started to get calm. I came back to MMA.
Well, it's worked out as you've won 15 in a row. Well done, sir.
Thank you, thank you.
Under 3 minutes ago, this is the opening round, LFA straw weight division. Pamela Mara, blue tape, green shorts. Lone Silva, she's got the red tape and the blue shorts on top.
Yeah, I think Lani is doing very good. She's taking all the actions, controlling the distance. She did the best punches, you know, another one. This right hand is there.
This is Pamela Mara's first fight in over 2 years, making her LFA debut against an opponent 16 years younger. First fight in over 26 months. She was riding a 6-fight win streak, but is coming off a decision loss.
Imagine when Lani was born, Pamela has 16 years old, you know?
She was driving.
If I was her, I was like, I'm not losing to this kid, you know?
Absolutely. And we say it with the men, but we can say it with the women too. You know, there is a difference when you get that, your strength as a woman later in life.
Yeah, definitely.
So far, neither fighter looking to take this fight on the ground.
Lani's put that right hand all night. She's coming from right kick or right tip, and then after right hand. I think she got like 3 or 4 times already in this fight.
Mara is a black belt in both kickboxing and Muay Thai. She also has a brown belt in BJJ, but she started karate very young at only age 12. Of course, Silva, a national kickboxing champion as well, and a Pan American Jiu-Jitsu champ. She started her athletic career playing soccer. Oh, what a kick from Silva.
She did a lot of feints to this one.
Silva, I'm always so impressed with her speed. Her hand speed, her movement, her footwork. Now Mara on the attack.
Yeah. And she does everything on standing, you know. She can kick, she can take tips, she can go with knees, elbows, punches.
Yes.
She's very well-rounded on this standing, you know. Ooh, again.
The kicks leading into the strikes. They clinch up with 22 seconds to go. Mara now presses Silva up against the cage wall.
Nice knees for Silva.
Always working. Those knees to the body are definitely getting through as time winds down here in the opening round. We are glad you could be a part of LFA number 187 from here in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Let's check out some of the early action. I mean, she caught the kick, did Mara, but she ate some shots.
Exactly. Mara ate a lot of shots, a lot of right hand. I thought the first shot, she actually felt a little bit. She was a little bit like dizzy, but she came back very fast. But she gotta be careful with this right hand from Lani. I think one round and over for Lani, you know, 10-9. And we see the former UFC athlete Lucas Mineiro and the UFC athlete André
Lima, yes.
Yeah, André Lima.
Former LFA fighter as well. Notoriously known for getting bit now.
Yeah.
You know? Getting bit.
Yeah, exactly. She
Crazy.
got a bit bonus, 50K from that bit, you know, for that bite. Then I love it.
Ron Kruk and Kyle Bajalio with you on the LFA, a Fight Network on YouTube. Remember to sign up at UFCFightPass.com. You will not want to miss the main card of LFA 187. We have an international team competition, the best from Brazil, taking on Latin America's top athletes.
And if you see on Pamela's belly, there's a lot of, you know, marks there, you know. Lani did great tips on that belly, you know.
Yes.
The stomach.
A lot of kicks and a lot of knees got through. Ooh. And Silva now letting her fist fly. Ooh. What a combination. Goes right back to the body.
She wants to finish.
Well, that is a key. She has 4 victories, but only 1 finish coming via knockout. As we have talked to her before, she knows to get to that next level, the UFC is looking for finishers.
Yeah. And it's curious about how she stretched up Pamela, so their stomach gets open, then she can put their knees, you know.
Great
now
point.
We see some elbows. She puts her head on the shin. She stretches her up, and then the belly's there. The stomach is there all night, you see?
Fighters restart in the center of the LFA octagon on the Monster Energy logo. And you give Pamela Amara credit right now. First fight in over 26 months. Looks like she shook off the ring rust pretty quickly. Hasn't been able to do a lot of damage. She has flurries like that, Kyle. They're just not finding the target.
Yeah, she's not fighting the distance very well, you know. Being with a big coming off a big layoff, it really makes difference when you come inside the octagon, you know. You gotta be more used to the octagon, to the lights, to the crowd, you know. So maybe she's feeling this.
Absolutely. Silva, 4 fights here inside the LFA octagon. Mara making her LFA debut. Definitely the biggest fight of her career. I mean, give them both credit. They are swinging. We got a fist fight here in the left from Silva. Mara looking like she's taken more damage than Silva at this point.
Yeah, definitely. Silva's more precise tonight, you know.
It's a great way to describe it.
Yeah, she's throwing a lot of punches, but she's hitting, you know. She's getting there. But how tough that girl are, you know. All these girls are so tough in this sport, you know. They can really take some hard punches and everything. I'm a big fan of girls MMA.
Yeah, I mean, that's scary. 21 years old. Luis Silva. Oh, wow. Purple belt and BJJ to go along with her National Kickboxing Championship. And went 3-0 as an amateur and had 2 knockouts during her AMI time.
And you can see she's very calm and collected, you know. All this amateur experience really makes difference when it comes to a pro fight, you know.
Absolutely.
Nice elbows for Moreno.
Fans appreciate it here in Sao Paulo. Under a minute to go. LFA strawweight division scheduled for 3. Nice level change from Silva too to avoid the hooks from Mara.
Mara didn't realize yet, but every time she's going to throw punches, Lani is putting her head down, you know. She's trying to dodge the punches, but she's putting her head down. So if Mara comes forward and then she puts a kick in the end of this sequence, she can call Lani for sure.
We've seen a lot of fights end in that very fashion. As time is winding down here in the second round. First takedown is scored by Luis Silva as time runs out in the second round. Beautiful.
Very, very smart.
I was just about to say, Kyle, when are we going to see a takedown? You know, Silva's got the purple belt and BJJ, brown belt for Mara, and it was Silva who scored it. Take us through the action, bud.
Yeah, it was crazy sequence from both girls. You know, Lani is doing a great job in defense. after throwing punches, coming there, stretching up, throwing some knees. But you see how she dodged her head. If Mara sees that and puts a kick in the end of the sequence, I think is a good way to finish the fight. But Lani is very calm, very collected. Yes. You know, she's doing very good today, showing that she really evolved from their loss, you know.
Pamela Marr, 37 years old, from here in Sao Paulo. Has her own team, opened her own gym. Pamela Marr, team in Elevation MMA, opened the gym 4 months ago. And give her credit for hanging with the young gun, Lonnie Silva. Comes in with a 3-1 record inside the LFA octagon, 4-1 overall. Another high kick from Silva to start off this round. At this point in the fight, Kyle, Mara's definitely down 2-0. What would you like to see her do to try and turn the tide?
I just wanted to see her kicking. You know, she's only doing boxing, and she needs to put that kick in the end of the sequence, you know, because the Silva's head is always there, you know, so I think she could do at least one time for, you know, just to see where it goes, you know.
Well, she's got a black belt in both Muay Thai and kickboxing.
Exactly.
Let those feet fly, but a big shot from Silva.
Yeah, I think she's slipped.
I think so
I think
too.
She slipped, yeah.
Mara definitely backed up, but I don't think it landed flush.
Yeah.
Couple wild strikes thrown from Mara.
Now Mara is taking action, you know. She knows that she's down 2 rounds. Lani is more like waiting, doing counter punch, you know.
Which is definitely a solid and smart approach. Mara has knockout power, 3 of her 6 victories coming by way of KO. But Silva is not relaxing. I think she is looking for another finish. Great action here in the LFA strawweight division.
I think she can do it, you know, because she's putting a lot of punches there. She's hitting a lot. So these punches is going to accumulate, you know, on Mara.
Absolutely.
So we might see a knockout if Silva, you know, go for it, you know.
Under 3 minutes to go. Mara backs Silva up.
Nice feint for Lani.
But so far for the 21-year-old Silva, this is a great bounce-back fight after suffering her first pro defeat. Naz Continetti back at LFA 175 in January. Make sure you are following the LFA on all social media platforms at LFA Fighting.
Ooh, she wants the elbow.
Just missed. 5th fight for Silva here in Cajamar.
You can see it on her, you know, her face. She's very used to all the crowd, all this noise, all this craziness, you know.
Seems so mature for such a young
21 years old.
I mean, the future is certainly bright, and the future is now for Silva. I mean, she is really, and I don't mean to take anything away from Pamela Mara. She is a very game opponent, but Silva has been in really cruise control. Mara has not been able to figure the puzzle out.
Yeah, exactly.
And Silva continues to throw those fists.
If it was a chess match, Mara just lost her queen. And Silva, you know, is just eating little by little and controlling all the match, you know.
Got only a couple of pawns left. Nice shot from Silva. Nice chess analogy, man. That's why he's part of the fighting nerds, folks. This guy. Love a good chess match.
You like it, Ron?
Oh, yeah.
I like it too, yeah.
Beautiful.
Nice
Back on their feet. We have to break out a game soon.
For sure, man. I'm down. I'm down to it.
Start the odds now, boys. I think Kyle would come in as a 5-1 favorite. Wrapping up a very entertaining way to kick off LFA 187. Horn sounds, beautiful show of respect from both these young women. Only Silva, only 21. Pamela Mara returning after 26 months to put on a game effort, but oh, yeah, she just slipped with that one. I think it was the breeze that might have knocked her down because that had some power. Woo! Chicago winds coming through here in Sao Paulo.
And Silva came with everything, you know. She did very well in this fight. I think 3-0 for her. Didn't took too much risk, didn't took too much damage. She controlled all the fight, all the pace. She went with the best punches, so I think it was a great victory for her.
Essa é a minha volta. Tô feliz da vida.
Well, I hope to see Pamela Mara back in the LFA octagon.
And she was speaking to the camera. She was saying, 2 years without no fighting, that was my comeback. I'm just very happy to be here, you know. So she knows she lost, but you can see in her face that she is very happy to be back on track, you know.
Absolutely. Well, there are no gimmies in the LFA, and this is an example of that. All right, the judges have calculated their scores. Let's get the official decision from Leo Lavate.
All three judges scored this contest 30-27 for the winner by unanimous decision, Lenny Silva.
The 2023 Fans' Choice winner for Female Fighter of the Year, Lenny Silva, bounces back quickly after suffering her first professional defeat to earn her 5th career win. Improves to 5-0 overall, now 4-1 inside the LFA octagon. I'm excited to see what's next for Silva.
Yeah, definitely, Ron. I think she's growing little by little, you know, taking every step at a time. I think that defeat made her evolve a lot. She's definitely a better fighter after that loss, you know. So I'm very excited to see how long she goes, you know, and where she goes, you know.
Fighting out of Sao Paulo, Brazil, Lenny Silva gets another win inside the LFA octagon tonight. Well, tonight the Legacy Fighting Alliance stages an international team competition with athletes from 4 different Latin American countries joining forces to throw down with some of the best fighters from Brazil. We now take a look at some of the history of the LFA here in Brazil.
3 summers ago, the LFA began its international expansion with massive success. In that time, the promotion has produced 16 international events with 22 fighters from these shows making it to the UFC. Now, in celebration of this milestone, the LFA has upped the stakes with an epic Brazil versus Latin America team challenge at LFA 187. The promotion that has launched the careers of dozens of Brazilian stars like Alex Pereira, Alexandra Pantoja, Mackenzie Dern, Loana Santos, and Gregory Rodriguez, has also produced many of Latin America's best, such as Brandon Moreno, Ignacio Bahamondes, Lupi Gardinas, Pereira Rodriguez, Eduardo Cortez Acosta. The LFA uncovered these hidden gems and many more in these neighboring regions. But now the stage is set for a clash of titans as the next generation of Brazil and Latin America meet at LFA 187. Live from the Ginásio do Palvillo in Cozumel, Sao Paulo, Brazil. LFA 187 starts now.
Legacy Fighting Alliance number 187. And we check out the matchups here tonight for this international team competition, which, Kyle, I love the concept. You get some of the best fighters from Latin America facing off with the top athletes here in Brazil. We have got some incredible fights tonight. Samuel Diaz and Renzo Kochi. That's going to be a battle between Brazil and Paraguay. One of the top fighters from Argentina, Lucas Militic, is going to make his LFA debut against Ingleson de Lara. That's going to be a crazy matchup. And then Fernandez and Degley in the co-main event. I think that one's going to be a banger. From all these fights, it's going to be hard to choose, Kyle, but what do you think could be fight of the night?
I'm very curious about the fight against, Apollo Gomez against Lionel Aboher. I told you about Aboher, in the openings. Aboher coming with amazing jiu-jitsu, 10 wins, 10 finishes, 9 submissions. He got one through choke and all the good submissions. On the other side, we got Apollo Gomez. There is a very well-rounded prodigy from Shoulder Box. He trains with a lot of UFC athletes, Daniel Eliquette, Gabriel Mosquitinho, Elvis Brenner, and for sure, Charles the Bronx. So I'm definitely excited to see this fight with these guys.
There is your on a bet odds. Scan the QR screen, or QR code, on the screen and get on the action. We have some big time odds and some big time underdogs too. You're gonna take a flyer on a live dog. You could make some money. Check out on a bet. Scan the QR code on your screen. We will continue the action here in Sao Paulo. Fight number 2. Here's the tail of the tape presented by Esporte Sorche. Brazil's Leonardo Mesquita tingling with Vladimir Calvo. This is our first of 2 Team Brazil versus Team Latin America matchups. Mesquita, 25 years old. Calvo, 1 year younger. Calvo is 3 inches taller and will have a 1-inch reach advantage. Both fighters came in under 185 pounds. Back inside to our ring announcer tonight, he is Leo Labate.
This fight is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the LFA middleweight division, and it's brought to you by Esporte da Sorte. Ladies and gentlemen, we start our work with the blue corner. This fighter is a mixed martial artist. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall and weighs in at 144.6 pounds. With 3 wins, being won by KO and 1 by submission, representing CM System and fighting out of Havana, Cuba. Please welcome Vladimir Calvo Moreno. And standing across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. This fighter is a mixed martial artist as well. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall and weighs in at 144.8 pounds. This is his second professional fight, representing Insanes MMA 013 and fighting out of Guarujá, São Paulo. Please welcome Leonardo the Lion Mesquita. And the referee in charge of this bout is Igor Falcão.
LFA middleweight action. Here we go. Vladimir Calvo is your favorite at minus 250. Blue trunks, black and white shorts, blue tape. Red tape and green trunks for Leonardo Mesquita. He is a plus 200 underdog. The first of our Latin America versus Team Brazil. Both fighters tonight making their LFA debuts.
Nice. Calvo seems to be bigger than Leo, you know. I think Leo definitely could fit in the welterweight division, but, you know, Calvo wants to do wrestling. But Leo has a very good jiu-jitsu game. He's a black belt. He already trained with us in the Fighting Nerds, you know. Very good jiu-jitsu, good striking, very calm. Even so, he just won one professional fight.
Man, he's working hard for that takedown.
Exactly, he wants that.
So far, Mesquita able to fend it off, though.
Yeah, I think Calvo felt that the both kicks that Mesquita did to him, you know. So he definitely wants this fight to go to the ground.
And he finally gets him down on the back of Mesquita now.
Get up.
Calvo, brown belt, and BJJ started wrestling at a very young age, won countless titles, was a member of the Cuban national wrestling team. Very impressive.
Yeah, exactly. That's all. He knows how to do it. You know, the grappling part to him is very natural. But Leo's a black belt, jiu-jitsu black belt, so I'm definitely curious to see how he's going to behave against this level of grappling on Calvo, you know.
Second of our 3 LFA 187 preliminary bouts here on the LFA Fight Network on YouTube. Ron Kruk and Kyle Bajalio with you tonight. Gearing up for the, I guess this is the appetizer of the team competition. And another takedown from Calvo, and good call. Mesquita struggling to get up. And now looking like grabbing the cage. Some hammer fist. I'm with you.
Yeah.
Calvo's got to be careful. That was the back of the head. Mesquita, I like the sneaky elbow, but now he's eating some uppercuts from Calvo. Approaching 2 minutes to go, LFA middleweight division. Calvo, a very busy fighter. This is his 3rd fight of 2024. Looking to stay undefeated. Comes in with a 3-0 record as a pro, went 2-0 as an amateur. Mesquita finally on his feet, but we'll see how long that lasts.
Oh. Mesquita can go to the back if he wanted. Yeah, but you know, this body-to-body is good to Calvo, you know. He's doing this since he was a young kid. You know, all this Greco-Roman wrestling background, you know. This is a good position for him. He's controlling the fight. But definitely, I want to see how he's going to behave after they separate, you know.
And if Mesquita is able to keep that distance and not allow Calvo to do exactly what he's doing right now.
Exactly.
And that's really wearing down Mesquita. Calvo, a big middleweight.
Yeah.
I like it. Referee will restart our athletes in the center of the octagon, and Mesquita misses with the shot, and Calvo right back to the body and the takedown. Well, that answered our question if Mesquita was going to be able to keep the distance. Not yet.
He went with full power to Calvo, and Calvo wants to take him down, you know, so that wasn't a smart move for Mesquita.
Round number 1 in the books, and a big one for the 24-year-old, originally from Cuba, moved to Paraguay, now training in Brazil, Vladimir Calvo. What I was impressed with Kyle was even when he just had him in those positions, those uppercuts did a lot of damage.
Yeah, for sure. He's controlling, you know, do a great control on the back. Like, he don't want to to pass guards or do hooks or anything. He's very comfortable in the position, hand to hand, and just is controlling the fight and do some damage, you know.
Leonardo Mesquita making his LFA debut. He too comes in with a spotless record, although he's just 1-0. Went 3-0 as an amateur, 25-year-old from Sao Paulo, and Vladimir Calvo, 24 years old, as I said, from Cuba, moved to Paraguay, and now living and training in Brazil. Round number 2 underway. First matchup between Latin America and Brazil. And if I had to score it, I would give the fighter from Latin America that first round.
Yeah, definitely, bro. 10-9 for him.
He said what an active fighter Calvo is. Mesquita is his second fight in 7 weeks. Coming off a round 1 TKO.
Nice kick. I think Mesquita can explore more these kicks, you know.
Oh, overhand left from Calvo. Now he dives in and back to the same position that he dominated most of that first round with. Mesquita, as you pointed out, Kyle, black belt in BJJ. Eating some hammer fists now. Referee taking a close look. Thought he was going to break him up there for a second.
Yeah, if I was Mesquita, I would definitely go to like a leg lock or something like that, just to roll through it, you know. Or doing this that he did right now, just using the fence, you know. But definitely wasn't going to be with my back turned to Calvo, you know. At least I was going to try to do some guard. Because, you know, I know jiu-jitsu, so I could manage to get some submission or something like that, you know.
Calvo attacking the thigh now. And that is a big man.
Exactly.
With a lot of weight on your back.
Very heavy, very big, you know.
It's wearing him down. There we go.
Another time.
And he finally got a warning. That was blatant. So Calvo gets a warning for a shot to the back of the head. As time rolls on here in the second round, LFA middleweight division. I'm sorry, go ahead, Kyle.
I think Mesquita should put more pressure on Calvo's hand, you know. Like, he's just like defending to not get it taken down, but he needs to let go this grip, you know, so maybe put some pressure, some hip pressure, you know, on Calvo's hand. I think would be better for him.
Oh, the suplex throws him down, and it was, the fans were getting a little tired of Vladimir Calvo just holding on to Mesquita. Scores a big takedown, but give Mesquita credit for getting right back up.
Yeah, this grip, this Calvo's grip,
yes,
he can go all night with this, you know. He can spend like 25, 30 minutes with this grip, and he waited.
And you can see now Leonardo Mesquita getting frustrated.
Yeah, definitely.
He just doesn't have an answer right now.
Yeah, definitely.
Calvo 3-0, 2 finishes, 1 knockout, 1 submission coming via rear naked choke.
Yeah.
So you got to be aware that he can attack the neck and finish a fight.
And now he's kind of advancing the position, you know. He put the hook. I think he wants to finish in ground and pound or something like that. Because Leonardo Mesquita is really stuck in that position. He managed to get out. A very tough fight for Leonardo.
Absolutely. First of our Latin America versus Team Brazil matchups. We have 2 here in the prelims. 5 total Latin American countries when you include this fight. 4 will be represented on the main card. And Vladimir Calvo, another dominant round. They frustrated Leonardo Mesquita. Strolls back to his corner. I mean, Kyle, plain and simple, he just hasn't had an answer for the takedowns and the wrestling and holds of Calvo.
Yeah, definitely. I think Calvo's doing a great job just controlling the pace, the fight, controlling the back, you know, not taking that much risk. I think Leo is missing some basic techniques, you know, some pressure on the grip to let this grip go, and maybe do some guard, you know, guard game. I would do it for sure, because turning the back to this monster is not a good option.
No, it's not. Not at all. Entering into round number 3 here in Cajamar, Sao Paulo, Brazil. See if Leonardo Mesquita has an answer for the wrestling of Vladimir Calvo. UFC A Fight Pass will be your destination for the main card of Legacy Fighting Alliance number 187, Team Brazil versus Team Latin America. Great crowd as always, and loud. It's what we've grown to expect here. Almost as loud as when you entered into the octagon at UFC 301, my man. What a great experience that was, and congratulations on another big win. Make it 15 in a row.
Oh, thank you so much. It was an amazing experience, you know, fighting in front of Rio, you know, in the same card as Jose Aldo.
Oh, that walkout was insane.
It was a phenomenal night for sure. Unforgettable night.
Mesquita's now like, come on, let's Max Holloway it right here. And you don't blame him. But look at the look on Calvo's face. He's like, you know what? I might just take you down again.
Yeah, exactly. I would go with a jumping knee, you know.
There it is. Oh,
wow. He did all that Calvo wanted.
Yes, he did.
He's a fighter with just, you know, one fight, so maybe lack of experience, you know, just to read.
Right.
Because he has a tremendous future. You can see that he's very, you know, calm and used to all this. Even so, he has few fights, but
he trains. You know, there he is. It's just frustrating.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Yeah, Leonardo trains in Isani MMA.
Right.
It's a team on Guarujá. It's led by Vanessa Messina and has the Bruna Brazil, UFC fighter Bruna Brazil on the team, you know.
An LFA vet. She is in his corner tonight.
Yeah.
If he can connect with one of those spinning elbows, that will end the fight in an instant.
Yeah, that would do some damage.
Mesquita, his one victory as a pro, coming by way of knockout. And the fans here appreciate it as we hit the midway point of the 3rd and final round.
Let's see if we're gonna do the same mistake again.
Mesquita has to do everything in his power to avoid another takedown. And at this point, he needs a finish. And you can't blame Vladimir Calvo for going to his bread and butter, his wrestling. Been very successful, and a hook from Calvo. Fans on their feet here in Cajamar. Mesquita's got to throw a punch. I'm not going to give you the win by trash talking.
Nice kick again. Calvo's coming for a takedown right now.
Yeah, and nice call, Caio, right on cue. And he's going to hear it from the Brazilian fans. They're cheering on their fighter from Sao Paulo. Not in the mood for another takedown. And again, you cannot, discredit the effort that Vladimir Calvo is doing. But at some point, fans are going to want to see a little bit more action.
If I was the referee, I would separate them again.
And is there anything Mesquita can do right now that you see, Kyle, to create separation?
Yeah, for sure, just get a good underhook, But Calvo is with high grip, so it's very difficult for him to do this. But, yeah, let's see.
One last reset. There was the opportunity. How many times we've seen a knee land when a wrestler goes in for the takedown, head down.
10 seconds left.
But he missed with the walk-off home run knockout. And Vladimir Calvo should leave this LFA octagon with another victory. And again, that should put Team Latin America on the board. This is our mini tournament. We have back-to-back Latin America versus Brazil here in our final two preliminary bouts. Take us through the action here, Kyle.
Yeah, this grip, this Calvo grip, he can go all night with this grip, Very, very strong. See how his takedowns are very, very low, how easy he goes with that takedown. He's doing wrestling since he was little kid. So definitely controlled most of the fight and definitely took this fight home for sure. He's fighting out of CM system from Cristiano Marcelo, Luan Santiago, Luan Miao. Definitely great fighters in that team. And definitely another great victory, adding 4-0 to the Cuban. Awesome fight, bro. Awesome fight.
Very intelligent fighter. Did what he had to do to get the W and remain undefeated. Let's now get the official decision. Here's Leo Levate.
The judges scored this contest 30-27, 30-27 again, and then 30-26, all in favor of the winner by unanimous decision, Vladimir Calvo.
Fourth consecutive professional victory, sixth including his amateur career. Vladimir Calvo remains unbeaten and improves to 4-0. Didn't have the fight stats going on, but he scored multiple takedowns. Leonardo Mesquita just did not have an answer for the Cuban wrestler who dominated this fight from start to finish. Well, tonight's main card, Team Brazil taking on Team Latin America. 7 of Brazil's top athletes look to prove that the country is still the mecca of MMA. Let's now meet Team Brazil.
soy Manuel Mena de Venezuela. Represento a Venezuela y Argentina.
Ignacio Fernández, de Mar del Plata, Argentina.
Yo soy Lucas Miletich, soy peleador de Argentina.
Yo soy Alejandra Fernández y soy de Perú y vengo a representarlo.
Soy Leonela Boger de Argentina, represento a Argentina y a toda la gente que me quiere.
Tengo un rival fuerte, pero estoy preparado para dar buen show.
Espero que mi rival haya hecho una buena preparación, porque acá vinimos a dar guerra.
Now we have met both Team Brazil and Team Latin America, and there is our full card lineup. Some great matches in this international team competition, and the headliner of the night is going to be a lot of fun, Kyle, as the former LFA welterweight champion Carlos Leal returns to the promotion after a stint in the PFL. He will welcome in his opponent, Manuel Mena from Venezuela, who is going to make his LFA debut tonight.
Exactly, Ron. You know, Manuel Mena, very tough opponent from Venezuela. And Carlos Leal did a wonderful job on PFL. He went toe-to-toe with the PFL champion Sadi Bouzid.
Yes.
Actually, it was a tough decision when the fight ended. You know, some people thought that Carlos won, some people thought that Sadi won. So definitely great experience for him, and he's coming back to LFA and might get again a title shot.
7 bouts, first team to 4 wins, and will be crowned the LFA 187 International Team Competition Champion. If you haven't done so, get to UFCFightPass.com and sign up for the main card coming up at the top of the hour. Latin America gets on the board first in our first prelim. Can Brazil tie it up in our mini tournament? Ron Kruk and Kyle Bajalio with you tonight. Great crowd, as always, here in Cajamar, Sao Paulo, Brazil. Third and final LFA 187 preliminary fight here on the LFA Fight Network and YouTube. Tail of the tape, powered by a Monster Energy. Brazil's Hugo Paiva is 26. Argentina's Rodrigo Holland is 2 years older, 2 inches taller. He will also have an 1.5 inch reach advantage. Once again, Leo Labate.
This fight is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the LFA flyweight division, and it's brought to you by Monster Energy. Ladies and gentlemen, let's start with the blue corner. This man is a freestyle fighter. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall and weighs in at 126 pounds. With 6 wins, been 1 by KO and 3 by submission. Representing Nova Union and fighting out of Cordoba, Argentina, please welcome Rodrigo Roldan. And standing across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, this fighter has a Muay Thai style. He stands 5 feet 5 inches tall and weighs in at 125.8 pounds. With 8 wins, been 5 by KO and 1 by submission. Representing Team Lucas Mineiro and fighting out of Sao Paulo, Brazil, please welcome Hugo Paiva! And the referee in charge of this bout is Julio Catarino.
LFA, a flyweight division matchup. Hugo Paiva, he is the favorite, coming in at a 5-1 favorite, and the underdog at plus 350, Rodrigo Roldan. Hold on, a black belt in kickboxing, blue belt in BJJ. And Paiva, we've seen him before, still looking for his first win inside the LFA octagon. Black belt in Muay Thai and a blue belt in BJJ.
Yeah, I really like Hugo Paiva. You know, he came up short in his two appearances on LFA. He was coming from 10 straight wins, 5 on amateur and 5 on the pro. And then he lost to Felipe dos Santos, that is a UFC fighter right now. And then after that, he won one more and lost to Marcos Degli, who is fighting today in the co-main event. You know, he's very well-rounded fighter. A lot of feint in his game, good ground game, good striking. I really think he just came up short. You know, like
yes.
I think he evolved a lot. He's coming out for 2 straight wins. And really, I really want to see him fighting again tonight on LFA.
Coming up at the top of the hour will be the main card on UFC Fight Pass. You mentioned Hugo Paiva still looking for his first victory inside the LFA octagon. So is Rodrigo Holland. He lost to Lincoln Santos. Comes in with a 6-4 record. Approaching 3 minutes to go, opening round. This is Holland's first LFA appearance in over 2 years. Argentina born. 3-1 in his last 4 fights.
Nice kick for Hugo. Oh, nice body shot for Hugo. Nice knee for Holland.
Oh, big shot from Paiva going to the body and then upstairs to the head.
Again.
Beautiful exchange.
Hugo cannot be taking all these kicks, you know, because as the fight goes on and on, these kicks makes difference, you know. It's really hurting the muscle.
Straight jab, just misses. Paiva.
I like how he goes to the body and then goes to the head. It's a very good mixing.
And nasty low kicks from Paiva.
From both fighters, yeah. Holland is doing
fighters.
Crazy kicks in Paiva coughs. Another one. We might see. Oh, that was a nasty takedown.
Huge shot.
It's over.
That's it.
Oh man!
What a shot to end this fight and earn his first ever victory inside the LFA octagon. Hugo Paiva is running around in the stands. The celebration goes on. Scoring his first victory. Holland tried to say he was okay, but once he's on the ground, that shot right behind the ear put him to sleep.
That was good hand. He took it back of the head, you see? It wasn't the back of the head, he really felt the hand. You know, sometimes it just go on that point, you know, and the fighter can do nothing. Oh! Vicious knockout power for Paiva. Actually, very happy for him, you know. 2 appearances on.
And you can just see how much Hugo Paiva needed this victory in the LFA octagon. Came in with an 0-2 mark, 8-2 overall. Both his losses coming here inside the LFA. Spent time in Thailand training. Black belt, Muay Thai. He scores his first victory tonight, his 6th first round finish, getting that elusive first victory inside the LFA octagon.
He was really needing the victory. Yeah.
That's how you put Team Brazil on the board, Kyle.
Yeah, exactly, with a great knockout.
So I know there's a lot of numbers being thrown out, but for this, our English broadcast here on the LFA Fight Network, we had 2 preliminary fights between Latin America and Brazil, and we will leave the prelims tied 1-1, setting up a massive main card on UFC Fight Pass. Let's now get the official time from Leo.
Referee Julio Catarino has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes and 18 seconds of round number 1, declaring the winner by knockout, Hugo Paiva!
9th career victory, first inside the LFA octagon. Hugo Paiva is now 9-2. Thank you for being part of the LFA 187 preliminary fights on the LFA Fight Network on YouTube. Visit the LFA Fight Network anytime for event previews and archive fights from the Legacy Fighting Alliance. Join us next, LFA 187 live on UFC Fight Pass. Sign up today at UFCFightPass.com. For my broadcast partners, Leo Lavate and Kyle Bajalio, I'm Ron Kruk. We'll see you over on UFC Fight Pass.